A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking turn of events in Venezuela, Edmundo González Urrutia, the opposition leader who fled to Spain following the contested presidential elections, has reported that his son-in-law was kidnapped by masked men in Caracas. This alarming incident occurred just a day after González met with U.S. President Joe Biden, who recognizes him as the legitimate president-elect. The abduction of Rafael Tudas, who was reportedly on his way to drop off his children at school, underscores the escalating tensions in a country already fraught with political unrest and violence. González took to social media to share the harrowing details, stating that Tudas was intercepted by hooded men dressed in black and forcibly taken away in a gold-colored van. This incident raises serious concerns about the safety of opposition figures and their families in Venezuela. The backdrop of this kidnapping is the impending inauguration of Nicolas Maduro, who has ruled Venezuela since 2013 and is set to begin a controversial third term. Maduro's government has been accused of widespread human rights abuses, including the violent suppression of dissent. Following the July elections, which many observers deemed illegitimate, the opposition claimed that González had won by a significant margin, while the government declared Maduro the victor without releasing detailed results. The aftermath of the election saw a surge in violence, with reports of over 20 fatalities and nearly 200 injuries during protests against the election results. The crackdown by Maduro's regime has led to the arrest of approximately 2,400 individuals, with human rights organizations questioning the authenticity of the government's claims about the number of detainees released. González, who fled to Spain in September, has vowed to return to Venezuela to assume his role as president. He has been actively seeking international support to isolate Maduro, whose re-election has been recognized by only a handful of nations. As tensions continue to rise, the Venezuelan opposition has called for mass demonstrations, urging supporters to take to the streets in defiance of Maduro's authoritarian rule. Opposition leader Maria Corina Machado has rallied the public to demonstrate in large numbers, but many Venezuelans remain hesitant to protest due to fear of government retaliation. The Maduro administration has issued threats against González, including a $100,000 bounty for information leading to his capture, further complicating the political landscape in the country. The recent kidnapping of Tudas has been condemned by the U.S. State Department, which described it as a tactic to intimidate the democratic opposition. The situation in Venezuela remains dire, with the populace caught in a cycle of fear and repression. As the world watches, the fate of González and his family hangs in the balance, reflecting the broader struggle for democracy and human rights in Venezuela. The international community's response will be critical in determining whether the tide can turn against Maduro's regime and restore hope to a nation in crisis. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.